forgetting, but I won't.
All right, so I'm gonna go through this pretty fast, but it's a pretty dope story. And like I said, if y'all rock with me, I got a docu series that's gonna be super dope. But so at 14, remember I was telling y'all about BMW Kennedy that did the record Wipe It Down. He had moved to Atlanta. He wasn't doing music yet. Professionally, I started working with his uncle. I wrote a gospel record, and it was a rap, right? I still remember it, but God rest his soul, rest in peace, because his uncle passed. But so after that, he started coming back to Atlanta because him and my best friend, they were best friends before I met either of them. So he was coming to visit his best friend, but what ended up happening was he was coming with us to do music. So uh, what happened is in high school, y'all remember if y'all our age, they used to have buddy passes. You could get on the plane for like $25. So in high school, we started leaving Milwaukee, going to Atlanta where BMW Kenny was. Back then, his name was Sounds. And he got the first, when you talk technology, he got the first Fruity Loops, first FL Studio. What I used to do is I had a keyboard, put the microphone to the speaker, play for 3 minutes, then play the bass and everything and add my drum machine to it. So I had original music, but the quality was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
BMW Kenny had the FL Studio. His music sounded bigger. It just sounded better. I was never selfish to the music, so I'm like, let's go to where he at. He got where it's going. So we go down there now. It's me. I want to say these names because it's important. I'm gonna tell y'all another story. So it's me, which my name back then I think was Infinite. That was my rap name. I had like
Oh,
50 rap names. Like
oh,
so Infinite, and then BMW Kenny, which his name was Sounds, Infinix, which ended up being Nix, and then CT. And then Zeno, who I can't talk about just out of respect. But
mm-hmm.
Zeno has some issues with the law. I'll go that far. Well, I can tell y'all that story. Oh no. Y'all gotta see my docu series because it goes left. And I ain't even on no messy stuff, just what happened in my life. You know what I mean? With the
Yeah.
group. I can't tell y'all that part. But so we formed a group, we go to Atlanta, we record. BMW Kenny, long story short, we ended up falling out. And I was so I'm standing on this. I didn't realize how we fell out. I felt the energy, but the type of attitude I had about anybody, if it's forget me without me cussing, it's forget you, and it's forget
Right.
you forever. If you see me dying, let me die. I'm on it like that. Like, so me and him didn't talk for a while. Like, we cool now. Me and him talk pretty often on social media, but we pretty much disbanded. So then I moved to Virginia because there was some crazy stuff going on where I was at with my people. And my mom, being a Christian lady that she was like, look, because I wasn't going, I was in college, but I wasn't going to class. I was going to go record. So I got kicked out of school. And my mom was like, you got a week to find a job or I'm coming to get you. I'm like, because she basically my whole life was saving me from being like my uncle, like her
Right.
brother. Like, and she worked that long to keep me out of the streets. And then now she gone and I ain't in school no more. And it's like, nah, dude, I ain't get no job. She came and got me. That's how I ended up in Virginia. So shout out to my mom. So I go to VA and I work at the radio station. I worked at 102.1. So I'm starting to work with the program directors, learning how records work, how commercials work, things of that nature. So when I'm in Virginia, I'm in the studio with the engineer asking hella questions. And they like, yo, what? Why? Why you won't let me do my job? And I'm like, because if you ain't here, I still need to get it done. You're not going to be
Mm-hmm.
excused why I don't get my record done. So I would take notes. Then I met this guy, Vince Fontaine, I was telling y'all about earlier. He's from Brooklyn, but I met him. He lived in Newport News, and I met him through one of my exes. He was tight with her. Found out he rapped. Like this passion that we have, he had it. But then I went to his show and I got this thing about me. I just feel like I'm the coolest guy in the world. That's why my name is DJ Mike Lawry. Cause I was like, I need a catchy name and it's gotta be cool. Like I need people to say it afterwards. So when I met him, he had everything I had, but he had more stage presence than me. I'm like, I'm not doing that on the stage. So I was like, I gotta produce, you can't beat
Mm-hmm.
him, join him. Like, yo, I have to produce for him. So he became my first artist. So I moved to Houston. BMW Kenny had signed with Usher. So that Love in the Club remix with
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce, Lil Wayne, he produced that. That was his first record after, I don't know if y'all remember, Usher had a group called One Chance. They had
Mm-hmm.
a record called Look at Her. He produced that. And that was when Rico Love signed with him too. This was me and Kenny wasn't fooling with each other. So Rico Love wasn't fooling with Kenny. But these were both guys I grew up with doing music in Milwaukee. They both signed to Usher. Rico Love writes Throwback on Confessions. On a 10, what is it, 10 times platinum album? One of the first records he wrote. right?
Crazy.
So I'm like, yo, we up. You know what I mean? If he can do it, I can do it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So move to Houston because I told my wife I was gonna move to Atlanta or Houston, depending on where because mind y'all, I kept a daytime job the whole time. And I wasn't late for work ever. I had to be at work at 5 in the morning. I'm in the studio till 2 or 3. I'll pull up a half hour early, sleep in the parking lot, still get to work on time. There was never no issue. Right. I ain't play no games with my life. So moved down here to Houston. My wife went to college with a guy that played basketball with Master P's cousin. I didn't get with him to meet Master P. I got with him just to work. I was working with everybody in
Yeah.
Houston. So met him. I was sending him 5, 10 beats a day. Like boom, boom. I had so much. So before I get to that story, another lady I work with, she was gonna sign a Babyface. So I'll never forget. I was working in the hospital. I was a cardiac tech, right? So I'm working in the hospital, and she sends a record from LA, and everybody. This goes to what you were asking me earlier.
Hmm.
Nobody knew how to do anything on my music because all of the rappers thought it was too soft. They thought it was too R&B, and all of the people in R&B thought it was too hard. It's like that Timberland factor where it's like I don't know what to do with this. So I had to start writing all of my R&B songs. Like, and with rappers, I had to write hooks to give them the concept. Like, okay, oh, I get it now, type thing. So she hit me up. She was like, "Yo, I might be signing the Babyface," and I'm like, "Yo, we out of here." Like, we did it finally. I'm in my early 20s. No deal.
Ugh.
Right? Okay, cool. So I Master P sends for me. He's like, yo, I want to work with that producer. So he flies me out to LA. And this much I can tell y'all. I can't tell y'all everything because it's in a doc series. But what he did do was he bought this brand new house, and this was around the time Making the Band was out. So the idea for it was going to be making the CEO. So his cousin was going to
Mhm.
be the CEO. I was going to be the producer, and it had an artist. And I'll get to the artist later, but the artist ended up getting locked up. The whole thing went
Does this
down.
artist know
Right.
Monica? Okay, go ahead.
Nah, not that one.
Okay,
Not
okay.
that one. Yeah. This was somebody Lil Romeo's age.
Oh,
Wasn't
okay.
yeah, it wasn't nobody that's still locked up. I
Okay,
know what you're talking about.
okay. That was
But
to be clear.
nah. But so that happened. So then now mind you, the type of person I am, I had Rico Love. I always reached out to him for advice to make sure I ain't get done dirty and no deal. And he would always pick his phone up or respond to the text and just let me know to make sure I never got played. But I never wanted to be under his shadow. I
Yeah.
wanted him to help. So I went down to Miami with him for about 3 days. And thankfully, since I'm locked in with him, I was able to stay with him and get to see everything. So, we at the club, and this is when he was popping. Motivation for Kelly Rowland was about to come out. Like I think he had won the CSAC award 2 or 3 years. He was in his bag.
Yeah,
Like,
he was on a run for some time.
yeah. So I'm working with him then. So he go to the club. I don't like clubs. And I'm telling him, I'm like, you like this. I don't like this
Hmm.
lifestyle. And he basically was telling me he did what he had to do. So we go to, and I'm getting somewhere with all of this, y'all, and I'm
No,
really
you
almost done. So we go back to the crib like 2, 3 in the morning, and then I'm chilling because I'm thinking like we done or I'm like we going back to the studio. He's like, no, we about to go back to the club. You want to go? I'm like, nah. If we ain't going to the studio, I don't care about no club. Wake up in the morning. He's like, yo, you should have came to the club last night. Neo was there. Wayne was there, and I'm thinking in my mind, I'm here with you. Like I don't care nothing about them. I think they dope. I would love to work with Neo, but in my mind, I thought I was being loyal. But the whole idea I had of standing in my own lane, he was trying to help me with that. I just didn't catch on. And then, maybe he could have said something, but I wasn't never going to jump ship to go talk to anybody else when I'm rocking with you. It just wasn't communicated on either of our ends.
right.
So that situation didn't work out. And it wasn't nothing other than he was like, yo, what your girl think? Cause he knows my wife. Like we all grew up together. And I was like, she don't have a problem with it. It's me. Like, at the time my son was one. I know what it's like not to have your dad. It's like that's an easy decision for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't work the situation, but then shortly after that I started my DJ company. So like it was like I'm gonna figure a way out. So throughout the years I've like I said, I've done scoring for indie films. Right now I'm working with a company called Push Audio where they get music. Their music has been on Bel Air, McDonald's, Nike, Gatorade. I'm working with them right now. That's why I was like, I do so much. Sometimes I
You
forget.
do a lot. You do.
I've done poetry album before with production. I've done kids album, which we were gonna submit it for the Grammys. Last minute we didn't do it because there's a certain time that there's a deadline you gotta have within a year for the Grammys. Uh, There's an artist down here from Houston, just Brittany, who's in Atlanta right now. She was signed to Cash Money and Maybach Music. I wrote
Mm-hmm.
and produced for her. It's a production team down here, Beans and Cornbread. I work with. I mean, I can go down the list with a lot of people
A lot.
that, yeah, that I've worked with. Master P is definitely at the top of the list. I mean, when you're talking hip hop, arguably there's no bigger CEO than him. Like to reach out to Michael Jackson's lawyer and cut your deal in a way that he did, which was unheard of, to have your deal. And like people don't know, he could have signed Cash Money Records, not Baby, the whole label.
With the whole
You
label.
know what I mean?
Wow.
So, and then what he stands for, he's a family man. Like, you don't hear that. I'm pretty sure everybody got their stories, but you just don't hear what you hear with a lot of other people in the industry with P. And I didn't get that when I was with him either. I didn't feel like uh, he was on some
I'm out to
BS or
get you.
whatever.
Yeah, trying to be out
Yeah,
in the videos.
not
Thing.
even just business, but even just how he moved. Like we
What's
was doing
going
some
on? So
family stuff. We
different.
went to go see
Yeah.
Romeo's game, and we was doing music, and that's right up my alley. But what else? So I put some students on. I'm leaving a whole lot out. I don't. It's one of them things. I've done like mixtapes where I do all background vocals and I rap.
Uh-huh.
You know, how you hear a song, you be like, man, if they had to add two, three more harmonies. So it's like the stuff that I have in my mind, I do it. Like
Mhm.
I don't think about it. I do it, and once it's done, I'm on to the next. Who's your second cousin?
Okay. I have a
Me.
question as
What's
far
up?
as like your remixes and things that you're doing now. What you do on here, I feel like it's what you kind of use it as almost like a brain game. Not necessarily, but more of like you'll hear something like today you heard that Mariah and you're like, boom, I'm going to mix that today. What pushes you to be able to do that? Like what pushes you to be like, hey, I gotta keep this muscle, this creative muscle going
Okay.
at all times.
You can relate to this. I'm gonna say this in just a minute, Tony. The shooter 985. So tell him what up. I don't know if he remembers me or not, or if you're related to him. Donald Hogan is how I got to P. Donald Hogan, that I don't know if he still lives in Houston, but that's how I got to P. Because I know P meet a whole lot of people. He probably signed a whole bunch of people. So ain't like I'm tight with him and I talk to him every day. Still something that happened in my life. But so for what you asked me, Tony, so really where it started with Coach Lawry, I don't know if you met me at this transitional standpoint. I was trying to balance between Coach Lawry and DJ Mike Lowry because a lot of people like, there's no way in the world you this good of a teacher and you a DJ. There's no way in the world you this good of a DJ and you teach kids. Like it don't even make sense. So I talked to my cousin. He was like, yo, you need to work on your branding. Like your branding sucks. Like my family's aggressive. So they're going to tell you straight up. It's like, this is what it is. So he was like, you just need to move your stuff around. You don't need to take away anything. You got a bunch of content. You just need to package it right. So I was like, okay, what do you mean? He said, you have a problem with repetition. You don't like doing it. Hence, I was just telling you, like, once I'm off it, I did it. I'm on to something else. That's how we used to work in the industry. It's like, okay, we did a R&B record. Let's go do some rock. Let's go do some salsa. And it's on to the next. Like, I don't have time to be sitting with a record for a whole month. We got more records to do. So I developed that with DJing. And then with this is where you come in. Just like you just heard that record with
The
Mario
Mario
Winans,
Winans,
I
yep.
hear everything like that.
Yep.
So, and the difference for me is I hear it from different perspectives. I hear it from the client that listens to me, like the music listener. I hear it from a production standpoint. I hear it from a writer standpoint. I hear it from a DJ standpoint. And I hear it from a drummer standpoint. So I can pull like the littlest thing that nobody's really paying attention to, and I'll be like, "Oh, it comes just like that." So me doing those is my cousin saying, "Look, your branding needs to come back to this." He was like, "I don't care nothing about you going to the gym, right? It needs to be this every day. That's what branding is." And I had a misunderstanding with what I thought branding was.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Oh, I can do this all day." So at this point in my life now just mixing two songs don't work for me no more. I got it like you heard it on the Coco's mix. I gotta do three or four, like, and I gotta be different. So I don't know nobody on the internet that has mixed Different World with Optimistic. I don't know nobody that's mixed Beverly Hills Cop with Knight Rider. Like I've never heard nothing like that. So now I get wild every now and again when I look at people. I be like, yo, that's hard. Cause I ain't no hater. I be like,
Right.
yo, that's hard. But for me, I just try to, oh wait, that's another thing. I'm sorry. I created a music genre called Go Bounce. I did this like 3 years ago. It's a mixture of bounce music and go-go. It's a lot of percussion. I paid for that. I got a live drummer to do it, and then I did a program drumming with bounce. So this I just be trying to do stuff that ain't out. Like, yo,
Yeah.
like no, if nobody's doing this, I want to be right here in this lane. So that's where the blending and the mix, and I get to blend the generations together without, you know how you normally see like, okay, this is a song that came out in the 70s. Then this is I don't want to do that. I think enough people do that. I just want to do the weird geek stuff that I do.
You get so excited about it. It's nothing to a real one, a boss. Because when you recognize that you're a boss, I was calling it something like the over 40 energy earlier. It's like at some point in your life, you get to a point to where there's a lot of things that's going to be going on, but it ain't nothing to a boss. If you have a boss mindset, it's like, okay, that happened. Now we pivot, we figure it out, we go forward.
I
I
realize.
wish
Go ahead. I'm
more
sorry.
people had that mindset of being like, it might have happened, but it's nothing to a boss. I'm not going to get out of pocket or out of my character to step down on certain things, if that makes sense. Do you
Yeah,
feel like
because
you had to move into that kind of mindset to do what you did in that last example that you shared?
yeah, it's when you like I'm not big on titles. I don't care nothing about the title. But when you work for yourself, all you and this works for me because of how I am away from business. All you have is your word and what you represent for yourself. So even if they was wrong for it, me acting ignorant about it, which that's what we do in the hood. We turn up, right? But this ain't the hood, this business.
Mm-hmm.
So with that type of mentality, all it is people looking at you and they don't know the whole story and they just gonna take you for what they see you as. So what happened is the next day, the lady called and apologized to me, which nobody knows behind the scenes. I'm not gonna blow that up. But for me, I think I was always due to be a boss. The only reason I don't say that for arrogant reasons, I never like nobody telling me to do nothing. Right? One. So if like, and I was a good kid, like we always laugh. It's the ongoing joke on both sides of my family. I'm the best kid. I ain't get nobody no problems, right? So, but then on the other side of it, I didn't want my parents telling me nothing. Tell me one time, I don't want to hear your mouth no more. I didn't like to
Right.
be micromanaged. And then I don't like anybody yelling at me. If you want to get a rise out of me, well, me, because I know people are gonna do it to trigger me. But if you want to see a different version of me, just yell at me, because I don't. And that's another reason why I don't yell at my students. So when they be going crazy, you know how them they be crashing out, them teachers. When they be going crazy in my class, this is literally what I do. And if y'all been in my live, you know this is what I do. I literally sit there and look at them. There's a leader in every class, and you're gonna listen to the leader before you listen to me. So I don't have to say anything, and it works every time. But this is what I need you to do.
Well,
Can you do me a favor? Because some of them did ask. Can you go to this website and play this record? Just a little bit of it. Uh, Go to GMG.
un momento, por favor.
Me no hablo español
GMG.
poquito.
I'm saying.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
.bandcamp.com.
gmgleague.bandcamp.com.
Yep.
Okay, I couldn't get it out. I couldn't speak for a second. And who am I searching for once I get there? You.
Yeah, so they wanted to hear something. So the record called Role Play. It's for the people that wanted to hear me. It's on gmgleague.bandcamp.
Oh, hold on. I see the motivation thing up here.
Yep. Okay, so click to the right where it says more releases or fewer releases.
Oh, I see your name up here, kinda. Hold on. And I'm scrolling to what's the name of it?
It's called The Prequel. If you see, I got all stuff dealing with cool.
Oh my gosh.
This is 2012, y'all, but it's still dope.
Momento, por favor.
And I'm gonna do a record called the album called like The End of Cool or something like that. I got that from Miles Davis too. But I realized being so cool allowed me to not feel anything. So I'm gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay. I see the prequel. I had to go. Which one would you like me to play first?
Turntables, and you can cut it off whenever you feel like it.
Okay.
And y'all, this is me, wrote it, produced it, sung it, arranged it, all of that. No, I'm sorry. Role play, not turntables. Turntables is hard too, though.
I was like, okay, come in with this with the horn section.
Sampled it.
Who's the vocalist? Oh, okay. If you could give this to anyone today, who would you give it to?
Oh, that's your job. You was the one pointing all them records out.
Yeah, you know that's my A&R side, my A&R rep inside of me.
That would go to Tank.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I would probably do Luke James, who came to my mind, but it's not him. I would do Lucky Day.
Oh, that would work too.
I would do because you trying your best to get that Fox out there.
Jamie Foxx too.
I can hear Jamie Foxx, and we talking about role playing. I can hear Jamie Foxx putting that on an album and it doing well. However, I would probably go Luke James, and y'all not gonna. My chat may not agree with this. October London.
Oh yeah, that would work.
That's
too.
October. Listen, that's October London. It's the smooth, like the way he can come in and out. That's October London.
I agree with you because my mindset for doing the vocals was Sade and Marvin Gaye. I was like, I only want to do 2-part harmonies. I don't want to do Jodeci stacks.
Hey, Coco.
So yeah, you dead on.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
one more. Go
One
because
more.
people probably want to hear me rapping too. So if you go to the album, the cool genre, and go to We Still in This, because I was telling somebody I was like, yo, I'm still nice. Like and people be like, you
You
crazy.
should see these pictures, guys.
I can rap with anybody in the industry still.
Which one?
We Still in This on the cool genre with me with the suit on, or not the suit but the tie.
Definitely a tie. I don't care nothing but being
I'm in my zone, I'm feeling it. Stop blowing my buzz, quit killing it. So buy another round and try to shut us down by an hour ago. We still in this bitch. We still in this. We still in this bitch. We still in this.
Thank y'all in the chat, by the way, for kicking it with us, being here, hanging with us.
Bars.
Lawry. Hey yo, the drink still coming and get woman on me. I keep it 100, but ain't 100 on me. Yeah. I keep it real up in this bitch, and we like a porn star. Yep, still up in this bitch. And in a couple minutes, I might just peel off in the whip. Because you know them club niggas get killed off in this shit. You can call me Ace off a paid in full. I don't like the spotlight. Got right, even when it's not my night. Tell me.
Pause. You have a studio voice. You have a studio voice, and you have.
I hate my voice.
And you have a live voice. Which one is your everyday voice?
That voice, and I hate it. I hate it on a rap. Like this voice right here is that voice. I finally realized listening to Dre's Compton album that I should have tuned my voice to a higher pitch. Because I mean, like my wife said, my stepmom said, like, y'all always fussing. You and your dad always fussing. I'm like, this is my regular voice. I can be offering you to get something and it's my voice, but I realize I don't like it rapping.
Yeah. You got, but also singing. You have, it's just, I heard 3 different voices. Talking.
Producer.
I heard your talking voice, your singing, and that. Well, listen. Tell the people where they can find you for recent things.
Ooh, y'all, I got so many pages because I'll be working on so much stuff. But you can find me everywhere for sure. DJ Mike Lawry and Coach Lawry. You'll eventually start seeing the CLN universe because I'm doing so much. So I already got ebooks. It's gonna be ebooks, docuseries, music, soundtracks, speaking engagements. That like these speaking engagements are gonna be different from how you've seen them with visuals and DJing and a bunch of stuff. I want to also produce women events where I have the woman DJing, the women speaking, because I've also spoke at some of those events and DJ, and I'm like, y'all need all women. I don't even need to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Jovi. She just reminded me. I also have a record called the Bouquet Toss song. I have stuff I don't even be promoting. The song I wrote specifically for weddings is about throwing the bouquet back, but it's really about twerking.
Yeah,
Like it's
it
just
sounds
written.
like it when you said throwing the bouquet back. I was like, hold on.
Yeah, it's really a play off of that. Hopefully, I have Naya who's doing the choreography for that. I did that record like 3 years ago. I just be forgetting to promote it. Burgundy Baker, the actress on The Shy, I did her remix for her first single. I'm trying to get her second single because when we talk about records, I already got records for her, so I've been locked in with her assistant. A lot of y'all don't know this. Also from Milwaukee, if you ever seen The Shy, Jacob Lattimore is my cousin too. Never met him.
The world is so small. Like we really be like when they say 6 degrees, it's pretty like 4. Like we really be right there. So again, I thank you. I want you to keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully and prayerfully you got some new follows from this. Keep sharing it. When we put it out, like when I do the summary, I'll tag you in and share that out.
Y'all can my music is everywhere. It's on Apple, it's on Tidal, it's on YouTube. You can go to Coach Lawry. You can put in Coach Lawry or DJ Mike Lawry. It's on Bandcamp, all of that. If any of y'all care enough, if you can DM me, I'll get you something directly. And I'm working on something new too.
If y'all have not already, follow DJ Mike Lawry. Go over support. He has several mixes, several things that he's doing on his page. He keeps it fresh all the time. So go over there, support, and share it. My plan is to be back here next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, with another TT cousin that we can musically speak to. I'm Tonnie. This is DJ Mike Lawry. Thank you. Thank you. I can't say it enough. Thank you all for coming in and for supporting and tapping and doing all the things. It means a lot to me. And have a good night.